Hey viewers, hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, welcome. To my returning subscribers, welcome back, my loves. So, it's Wednesday. My new schedules are Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday nights. So make sure you're here, okay? We are going to do this Friday nights, okay? Also, I have a collective reading that didn't post today because the internet was acting funky, so it did not post. It's a messages from your person. Will they reach out? So if that's your story or your current situation, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications so that way you can be alerted whenever I post new content, which will be regularly. So I also plan on posting a reading tonight, another collective reading. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. All right. Finances and career, what's coming in for you guys in regards to finances and career for the month of August going into September. All right, y'all. So I'm here and I'm on time. What? Tonight is girls chat as usual. We'll get through that and we'll get into reading. So anyone who wants a reading, as per usual, just be sure to send your donation and make sure you drop a green heart. Let us know how you donated so we can confirm, okay? Sending y'all so much love today. Happy Wednesday. And make sure you exercise your throat chakra because today is ruled by Mercury. And that's the chakra, the throat chakra. What's really good for helping to open the throat chakra and balancing it is blue lapis, which I think I have blue lapis. Do I? Yes, I do. It's a bluish color. I don't know if y'all can see that. I mean, it looks kind of green on camera, but it's really blue. You have to see it in person. Here's another one. Let me show you what I'm talking about. There we go. See the blue? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So today is a day of communication. It's about opening up, expressing your needs, how you feel. And today I did a mental health check. I'm going to try to start doing that regularly for everybody. My subscribers, my clients. If you are not subscribed to my mailing list, you are truly missing out on gems because I'm constantly just checking in. I'm constantly sending, discount codes and speaking about things related to astrology and spirituality. So if you have not signed up for my mailing list, make sure you do so. You'll have to go onto my website, aquarianempresstarot.net, and subscribe there, okay? So tonight's topic, let's get into it, all right? Tonight's topic, what are we talking about? Let's get into it. Like I said, if you're wanting a reading, make sure you send your donation because my readings are donation based and we will hop into your reading, okay? But just know that we're going to talk in between. And shout out to any of my moderators that hopped in here. If you missed out on the last moderators meeting, I posted something in the community tab to kind of recap. All right. Hang on. You know what? I thought I wrote it down, but I guess I didn't. So what we're going to talk about is really, really knowing your worth. But really it's just saying no. Saying no, okay? Saying no to the things that you don't want and not giving up hope. We're going to talk about being resilient and perseverance because that's one of the messages that I got, my ancestor messages today. My great-grandmothers and grandfathers have been through so much. And I'm sure y'all probably have experienced the same thing. Hey, Tasha Love, how are you? And so I was sitting in meditation this morning, and so I was getting a message of just flashbacks of the time frames where my great grandparents lived in and the things that they endured. And it's like, you know, we have more advantages than they had back in those days. We have access to so much more at our fingertips. So, you know, we really, when it comes to complaining, like, we don't really have much to complain about, honestly. We're very blessed. That's one. But two, blessings do not come without tests. You have to be tested. The universe tests us in so many ways. You have to be tested to see if you're going to be true to yourself, to see if you know you better than you. So the tests come in a variety of ways. Sometimes it's a financial hit, sometimes it's an emotional hit, but we go through the test to help refine and shape our character. Okay? We fall short. We're human. You know what I'm saying? We all fall short. We all make mistakes. We all do wrong. So that's why you have to have a combination of both love and correction. And we have to be willing to accept both. And you can lovingly correct yourself as much as you can another person. You can love and uplift and give constructive criticism, because we need it. We need it. Like, I need it for myself. So I'm like, you know what? I need to do better at X, Y, and Z. But the thing is, we have to be willing to persevere through whatever those tests and challenges are. Even when we fall short, even when we don't feel confident in certain things, we have to be willing to keep going and not allow ourselves to just get down and stay down. Because when you stay down, you end up feeling stuck and you end up not being able to move forward because you're focused on what you're not seeing or what's not happening instead of focusing on where you are presently and how you can get to where you want to be. You see what I'm saying? So the more we focus on moving forward, gathering that strength and knowing, okay, this is not what I signed up for, so let me move along quickly, right? Move along quickly, right? Don't give up. Don't give up on your journey. For those of you guys who are single and you're waiting, you're wanting that truly healthy, loving relationship, right? And you feel like, oh, I've been through all these situations and I've dealt with all these different types of people and it's just not for me, and all these negative things that you want to tell yourself. Like, don't give up on love, because love is a beautiful thing in its pure form. Love is beautiful and love exists. It's a real thing. Even between spouses or between, couples, it's a real thing. You just have to be willing to, 1, be disciplined, 2, be determined, 3, be willing to say no and reject whatever is not what you want. If it's not what you want, you need to be willing to cut it off immediately. Instead of sticking around and hoping that somebody's going to change or adjust or make compromises or sacrifices. When someone shows you who they are, move around. Move around. That's why I'll be hearing me a lot of times say, keep your options open, because why would you stick around for somebody that's not what you want? Why would you commit yourself in a matter of 2 weeks? 2 weeks. A month. You're fully committed to somebody. Oh, I'm not talking to nobody else but you. Don't tell them that. Do not tell them that. Do not tell them that. You gotta be, of course you wanna date. You wanna stick it out and see if it's something that you really wanna deal with. But you gotta give it time though. You gotta give it time. You can't just automatically say, okay, this is it. You don't really know that though. What if it's not it? And now you got your feelings all involved. Nope. If you just experienced a loss in some form, sending you my love. Anyone dealing with a situation that is unhealthy, abuse in any form is unacceptable. Unacceptable. And that's a situation, it requires perseverance, because in order for you to get out of an abusive situation, you have to realize, you have to be cognizant and aware of the abuse that's taking place, whether it's emotional, physical, in whatever form it is, right? So you have to be very self-aware in order for you to get through that, because it's a painful experience, it's a painful process. But we have to go, like I was just saying earlier, we have to go through certain things to test our character. Spirit says, if you really want peace, how badly do you want it? Are you willing to get yourself out of a situation that you've allowed to go on for so long? Are you willing to reach for help when you know that you need help and you cannot do it on your own? And that's another thing. Like, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you're in a really difficult situation, there are resources available to you. There are places that you can go, especially if you're in an abusive situation and you need to get out. You don't have to deal with anything that you don't feel comfortable dealing with. Is everybody clear on that? You don't have to deal with anything that you don't feel comfortable dealing with. If it makes you feel uneasy, uncomfortable, you don't like it. You don't like the energy. You don't like the attitude. You don't like, it's a no. You don't have to deal with that. And don't feel like you have to. Like I said, we are so blessed because we have better options. You know, a long time ago, and I know a lot of people are going to get mad when I say this, but I'm going to say what I'm going to say because y'all know I'm going to say it. A lot of our great-great-grandparents were stuck. They were stuck in unhealthy, toxic-ass relationships because they felt obligated to stay with someone because they were the breadwinner. And so, you know, a lot of times, like great-grandmothers, they stayed in marriages where they were completely unhappy, where there was abuse, where there was negligence, where there was emotional, physical, and verbal abuse. Because the husband was the breadwinner, he took care of everything, he did everything. Please focus on you. Please focus on you. Please make sure you get yourself taken care of first and foremost. Make sure that you are your number one priority. You can have children later. You can marry later. Make sure you are set to go. Don't rely on somebody else to take care of you ever. That's the biggest mistake you can ever do. Relying on somebody else fully 100%, relying on someone else to take care of you is very dangerous. It's very risky. Because what happens if something happens to that person? What if they decide to up and leave? It's risky. It's a risky business. I'm not saying that there aren't people who are willing to fully support you. That's not what I'm saying. But to completely leave that in their hands, I'm just saying. Things to think about. So that's the girls' chat tonight. I'm going to pull some collective messages for the collective and see what Spirit wants y'all to know. It's coming towards everybody. And if anybody wants a quick little reading personally, just send your donation, drop your green part, and we got you. All right. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please be sure to thumbs up the live stream. All right. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Ooh, we got the moon. We've got the moon. And it's in the reverse. It's in the reverse. Secrets are being revealed. Hidden things, people's motives are being revealed. Just so y'all know. Somebody might have thought they got something over on you, but they didn't. You're aware. You see them. Okay, that's one thing. That's one message. Alright, Spirit, what other messages do you have from our new subscribers? Ooh. We have Three of Pentacles. Some of you guys may be starting a new job or have started a new job. Spirit says this is an opportunity for you to reach that, you know, that golden point in your career. This could really make or break your career. This could be a big break for you, is what I'm hearing. Three of Pentacles. This could definitely be something that leads to something long term. So make sure you give it 100%. All right. If you started a new job recently, or you know somebody that started a new job recently, this could turn into a golden opportunity for them. Something to build something solid on. You can see how this is a braid. Right. Also be aware, for those of you guys who are worrying, concerned about somebody, Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Two of Materials, Three of Materials. If you guys were worried about somebody having somebody on the side, that's going to be a thing. I hate to bring it up, but it came out because I have the Moon and I have the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Well, Materials in this deck is what they're called. Pentacles. But the Two of Pentacles is about juggling. Somebody's juggling between two people. So there's a third party situation with the Three of Pentacles. So some of you guys may be in a third party situation. You could be the third party or they could be the third party. Take the message as it resonates. However, somebody's going to have to make a decision. And one of the parties is going to find out about the other party. It could get ugly. I'm just letting y'all know. We have Muse of Voices. So this is like the Knight of Swords. So you may be getting a message. You may be getting a message from this person out of nowhere saying that, you know, they want to take a break. They're just not ready for a relationship. Listen, if you get a message like that, just know that they're seeing somebody else on the side. All of a sudden, they're kind of like reckless with their mouth with you. Like at one point, they might have been lovey-dovey, but all of a sudden now they're kind of acting real funny, acting real harsh. Just know it's because they're dealing with other people, or you hear from them less and less. And the way that they interact with you in communication, it's very like, it's very curt. Like it's very, it's sharp. All right. All right, so we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands, Spirit says protect your energy at all costs. Remember, peace is priceless. Peace is priceless. And sometimes that requires deleting and blocking phone numbers from your phone so that you have that peace and quiet. You're unbothered by whatever other folks got going on. The Magician, you are the manifester here, okay? So whatever it is that you desire, and sometimes manifestations are not always financial or tangible things. Sometimes Spirit says, you know, what you need to manifest is discernment. Especially if you have a track record or a pattern of making piss poor decisions or choosing relationships that are not healthy for you and then having to go back and backtrack and da-da-da-da-da. Spirit says, no. If you want something, you really have to be disciplined enough to block anything with this Seven of Wands. Block anything that is not helping you get to where you want to be. If the person is playing games, immediately cut it off. If the person is back and forth, immediately cut it off. Like, don't deal with foolery too long, because before you know it, 5 days turns into 5 years. Cut it off as soon as you see it. Cut it off. If it's not giving what it's supposed to give, love yourself enough to cut it off immediately. That's what Spirit's saying. You can have anything you want, anything you desire. You can have a great paying job, but if they're not willing to accommodate your needs, they don't appreciate what you bring to the table, it's time to go. It's time to go. They're not willing to compensate you properly. They're paying you bare minimum. No, ma'am. No, sir. It's time to move around. It's time to find a job that's going to treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. An employer that, you know, they understand that maybe you have children. There's going to be times when you have to miss work, especially if you have small children. So keep that in mind. But a lot of it is our own doing. Keep that in mind too. Like, if you get this new job, you better put in the effort if you want it to go somewhere. Knight of Wands. Yeah. Spirit says guard yourself against player-like energy with this Knight of Wands, because people come in hot and heavy, real strong, talking a good game, but then when it's time for them to put their money where their mouth is, they can't show up. All right, y'all. Three of Voices, Three of Swords energy. Yeah, some of y'all are going to have to cut someone off because they play games. They play games. And some of y'all are still grieving over a situation that you dealt with somebody who was kind of like, they were kind of wishy-washy. Not necessarily player, but like not really present in the relationship, so they didn't really give what they were supposed to be giving. So you were kind of feeling jaded in that situation. So we're saying you're still grieving, and that's okay. You're nervous and you're anxious about moving forward. Maybe even conflicted about moving forward, but take the time you need to heal and get back to you. Take the time you need. There's no rush. Take all the time you need. Oops. Hangman. Let go and let God. Let go and let God do his work. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Sometimes we overthink situations. Spirit says, stop overthinking and let me do what I do. Let me do what I do for you. Also, some of you guys may have to give up some things in order to receive some things. Keep in mind, the law of the universe is anytime you take, you give. So that the scales are always balanced. So just know that you may have to make certain sacrifices. Yeah, you want that job that's paying $25 an hour, but you may have to sacrifice working 12-hour shifts. You might have to work some doubles. Okay? Blessings sometimes come with sacrifice. There's a price to pay for those blessings. You have to wake up early in the morning. You have to be consistent in your practice. You have to be on time. You have to set an example. Blessings come with sacrifices. Keep that in mind. You desire a relationship? Okay, let's go. You're going to have to be consistent in setting healthy boundaries. You're going to have to be consistent in speaking up. You're going to have to be consistent in showing up for yourself in that relationship. You're going to have to be consistent in cutting off foolery as soon as you see it. Spirit says sometimes you have to give a little to get a little. But trust the process. It's working. Knight of Inspiration. Knight of Wands. Okay, that was a Page of Wands. Okay, I'm sorry. So I read the other one wrong. That was a Page of Wands. My apologies. Page of Wands. Some of you guys are excited to move forward. Some of you guys are newly single and you're just excited to move forward. You've been through a lot. The death is here. You've ended some things. You've made a lot of changes. You're still undergoing a lot of changes. I feel like a lot of you guys are becoming self-aware. This is crazy because I'm seeing this in a different light. Death is cold. Death is cold. Like, some of y'all just have no feelings. Like, some of y'all have no feelings about a particular situation anymore. It doesn't, like, what I mean is, like, it doesn't bother you either way. Whether it goes, whether it doesn't. You're just kind of, like, neutral, if that makes sense. Spirit says take your time because transformation and growth takes time. Seven of Pentacles. Some of you guys don't have enough confidence or faith in yourselves or faith in spirit. You got to get your faith. You have to strengthen your faith in order for you to be able to move forward and be successful. Six of Wands is on the bottom of the deck, baby. Y'all have success knocking right at your door, but do you really believe that you're capable? Do you believe you're capable of having the things that you're attempting to manifest? Do you believe that you're capable of having the type of career, the type of job, the type of financial situation, financial freedom that you want and deserve? All those things. You're fully capable of having what you want, but you have to strengthen your faith. You have to believe in yourself. That was part of my newsletter if you got it. Okay? That was part of my email if you got it. You really have to be confident in what you bring to the table. Knight of Inspiration. Passionate, zeal, creative energy, excitement, free-spirited. Like I said, you are free to choose. You have free will. You are free to choose what you want and what you don't want. And if you don't want something, end it. End it very quickly so that you can make room for what it is that you do want, right? Something new can come in. We release to receive. That's the law of the universe. So those are collective messages, my loves. I will be posting the messages from your person reading here shortly. I'm posting that on my TikTok, but I'm gonna have it here on YouTube as well so you guys can look at it. And I'm gonna be doing another reading as well. So make sure you check it out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And yeah. Y'all wasn't here very long at all. There's not a whole lot going on, so I'm gonna hop out of here. But like I said, I'll be live again Friday night, so make sure y'all are here, okay? You're most welcome, Tasha Love. Thank you so much for hopping in, love. Good night, y'all.